Hi everyone, I hope you're well. Today I wanted to talk to you about this, which is the new George Harrison All Things Must Pass 50th anniversary. This is the 3 CD edition. I picked this up yesterday at HMV, just near where I live, and I decided to get this 3 CD edition because all the tracks are on Spotify, but I did want a physical version, and I didn't really want to pay £100 for only a couple more CDs that you get on here, and a slightly expanded book from what you get in here. So I decided to get this one, and it's got all the tracks I like on it. It's got the album, and it's got the Sessions, Outtakes and Jams. It hasn't got the demos, that's what you get in the other box. And I also decided, I was going to ask for it for Christmas, but then I decided the Let It Be box, it'll be coming out later this year. And I'd rather have that. Which is an album I'll listen to more than this, even though this is one of my favourite albums of all time. But the Beatles are a band I'm more interested in than George Harrison, than his solo music. So I'll probably listen to that more. And also the Get Back film as well. But no, I got this yesterday, and I've been really enjoying listening to it. And I'll show you the package. So here we have the front cover, which is just the original album artwork, but instead we have these trees are green rather than in black and white as the rest of the images, and so is the text. That's also green, and also the 50th anniversary text has been added there. There's also a hype sticker which says All Things Must Pass 50th anniversary edition Deluxe 3 CD, new mix by Paul Hicks, 3 CDs featuring previously unreleased studio outtakes and demos. There, hopefully that will focus for you. And on the spine we have George Harrison All Things Must Pass 50th anniversary, and we have the track listing on the back. And like the original vinyl and all the other sets we're getting from All Things Must Pass at the moment, this opens like a book rather than a lift-off lid, like so. And on the inside of the lid we have just credits from the following musicians contributed to this album. So very similar to what was on the original, but there's no track listing on here because they're listed on the small card inner sleeves that come in the set as well. So the contents just lift out, and there's a plain orange background there. So that's the box. And first I'll show you the booklet. The booklet was a lot more than I was expecting. We have some nice quotes in here. This one is from Lao Tzu. All things pass, a sunrise does not last all morning. All things pass, a cloudburst does not last all day. Which is obviously where George got the inspiration for All Things Must Pass. That's where that comes from. And we have this nice photo from the cover shoot for the My Sweet Lord 7-inch photo cover. And we have a nice quote from George here, talking about the album, and a really nice photo of him sat in one of the many caves at Friar Park. Some photos from the recording at Abbey Road. And we have a quote here from Danny Harrison. I think it's talking about the album, and we also have a picture of the handwritten lyrics to All Things Must Pass there. And this is quite nice. There's a conversation between Paul Hicks and Danny Harrison. Paul Hicks obviously remixed this album. He's done all the John Lennon stuff, Plastic Ono Band, Imagine, and Give Me Some Truth. But there's a picture of him and Danny Harrison walking through Friar Park there. And the conversation between them is talking about the album and all the hidden parts that Paul Hicks found while remixing it. And we also have this really nice photo of George Harrison taken in 2001, doing his remix of All Things Must Pass for their 30th anniversary. And a nice photo from 1970 of George at Friar Park, just after he'd bought it, I think. And this drawing slash photo. The photo part of George stood in one of the windows at Friar Park was used on I think it was the US picture sleeve for What Is Life. And we have 50th anniversary credits here. And track listing on the back page. So that's the booklet. Next up, we have the poster. A replica of the version yet in the original vinyl. Really nicely done. And here we have lyrics on the back, like the White Album poster. Now, the lyrics were originally on the 3 coloured inner sleeves that you got in the album. Oh, sorry, 2 of the inner sleeves had lyrics, and the 3rd was track listing for the Apple Jam. But no, we've got the photo of George stood in one of the windows and all track listing on the back, I think. No, there's no lyrics for the Apple Jam. Just who played on them songs, as it was on the original inner sleeve of the Apple Jam. So that's the poster. And here we have the 3 discs. This is disc 1 of the big gnome featured on the album cover to the left of George, just here. To George's left, I should say. And on the back we have track listing. So CD 1 goes from I'd Have You Anytime to Run of the Mill. And that is on the orange Apple label, as was the original vinyl. CD 2 is another one of the gnomes, and I've been trying to figure out which gnome it was because the photos of the 2 gnomes are recently taken because the Harrison estate still own the gnomes. I think it is this one at the back here. I think it is, but it's in a slightly different position to how it is on the album. And again, we have track listing on the back. And this is the rest of the remixed album. So it's from Beware of Darkness through to Thanks for the Pepperoni from the Apple Jam. Again, on the orange Apple label. And CD 3 is the Session Outtakes and Jams on the Apple Jam inner sleeve label. So I'll read out this track listing. We've got Isn't It a Pity, take 14, which is only about 20 seconds long, where George alters the lyrics, complaining about how he's had to do so many takes of Isn't It a Pity. I listened to it with my mum, and she was very shocked to hear George's swearing, changing Isn't It a Pity to, well, I won't say it, but next we have Wah Wah, take 1. Then I'd Have You Anytime, take 5. Art of Dying, take 1. Isn't It a Pity, take 27. If Not For You, take 2. Wedding Bells Are Breaking Up That Old Gang of Mine, take 1. What Is Life, take 1. Beware of Darkness, take 8. Hear Me Lord, take 5. Let It Down, take 1. Run of the Mill, take 36. Down to the River Rocking Chair Jam, take 1. Get Back, take 1. Almost 12 Bar Honky Tonk, take 1. It's Johnny's Birthday, take 1, which I think is the final version of It's Johnny's Birthday, but obviously not speeded up to how it was on the final album. And Woman Don't You Cry For Me, take 5. And again, this is on the Apple Jam disc, which is a nice inclusion. So there you go, that is the All Things Must Pass 50th Anniversary 3 CD set.